Welcome back to 1 Million Pumpkins Ranch for more public displays of homesteading. It's a BunStream today for you this afternoon. Just thought I would share an update with what's going on with the rabbits and what we project for this coming year. So right here we have 9 baby rabbits out of corn silk. All of them are blue. They're purebred blue American rabbits. And unfortunately I came to this live stream without remembering their age. But they're definitely fully weaned. They're ready to go into their own grow out space. So I need to set that up for them as soon as possible. And next door to them is Corn Silk's sister, Courgette, and they just had a milestone in their life. I just flipped their nest box in the opposite direction so that now it's an upstairs downstairs situation. They're all crammed inside right now with their mama. This nest box is different because it has a mesh surface. All the chewing, rabbits like to chew the wood, so they chewed the wood off of this one, and we just replaced it with mesh. But there are 7 little white babies in there. I think the last time I showed you them, they were just opening their eyes. So they think it's a cool new thing to have their nest box flipped. It gives them, some extra floor space. Hello there, Marie. I love you. Thanks for joining. Oh, there's the only blue one in this batch. There are 6 white ones and 1 blue one. Just about the sweetest things. Hello, Mr. Palashgosh Official. Welcome. Hello, Chelsea Granados. Steve, welcome. Hello. Cuteness overload with the cuteness overlords. Thanks for coming by. I don't really have a prepared the milestones in their development. But if you have questions about raising rabbits, I am 100% here to let you know. We are having a wind event. We got 4/10 of an inch of rain yesterday and last night. And so right now it's really blowing outside, so I'm kind of staying inside. What a gorgeous day, though. I love when we have precipitation here. And we're supposed to get snow tonight, overnight, like 1 to 3 inches. Here's the third sister. There's Snap Pea. And she's been bred. I bred her, I want to say Monday? Yeah, I bred her on Monday. And she got bred to Cat Claw Acacia here. Nicknamed Cat Claw Crazacia because he's cray. And as soon as I get corn silks babies out of here into a grow out box, grow out cage, she's gonna get bred, and I'm gonna breed her. I think I'm gonna breed her to Poplar Hopper. He's such a gentle boy. And then these guys, Courgette, her babies have a couple weeks to space in between, and they're gonna get, or she's gonna get bred for her second breed of the year to Larkspur. Hi, Larkspur. So I gave the boys cardboard boxes, and they've just really been enjoying destroying them and shoving them around, driving them around like cars inside their hutches. Cat Claw's taking his midday nap. So she's just been bred, and when she's about 3 weeks gone, I will flip this nest box back upside down to make, a cup shape, and then she'll be able to haystack and build the nest inside. So in 3 weeks, that's going to happen. Let's have a look at these guys. So that noise is the wind rattling the roof. It's not completely tied in yet. We're still waiting to do the expansion on the barn. Let me see what everybody's saying. Thanks for all the love, Chelsea Granados. Good to see you here. Rick Shannon Ellis, welcome. Sweet, sweet, sweet bunny rabbits. I couldn't agree more. It's just a whole pile. Meow, meow, miscellaneous. Sweet baby bunnies. Yes, indeed. Oh, edits. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, my God. It's so sad when pets die. I'm sorry your hamster passed. Edits. I don't know if you should get a rabbit. Sorry for the banging. They're pretty messy, as you can see. You do need a place where they can come outside and exercise, or like housebreak them if it's an indoor pet, which is completely doable, but you have to be diligent. You're going to have a lot of poop and pee. The pee is especially nasty. I'm not gonna lie. If you look, it kind of forms a mineral crust. They pee often, so that's why they're in these hanging cages. And all that drains down, and it makes amazing garden manure and mulch. So think long and hard and do some research before you get a bunny. Also, I prefer male rabbits for pets. They're way nicer than the females. So if you're looking for a pet rabbit, consider a male. Veneri Taliska, hello, thanks for the wave. Yeah, Steve, it is a beautiful blue sky today. The wind is scrubbing it clean. I think we'll have a rainbow this evening. All right, well, I'm going to close these cages, and I want to show you, take you outside. It's going to be loud, so I apologize for how loud it's going to be out there. But I wanted to show you Magnolia Snap Peas 7 because they were the first to graduate to the grow out hutch. See, there's Courgette topside. She can get away from her offspring and have some space as they continue to wean off of her. I mean, they're fully on solid food, but they've got their mom and they pile on and it's crowded. So, come with me. Hello, Fleeter. Don't go inside there. Hello, Amarok. What a good boy. And then over here, oh, I can't just tell him he's a good boy without petting him. Right now, Maroka. What a good boy. Will you show us your polka dot tum-tum? That's a good boy. Why is he polka dotted here? It's so silly. Why do you have a polka dot tum-tum? You silly boy. Good dog. Here's the clubhouse tree loaded with birds. Yeah, sorry I'm taking you on a detour, but let's see if we can do a roll call. We've got Brondo and Tom Jones, and I think that's Barbara back here. And then we've got little brother, the rooster. That cockerel's gonna go to the freezer. We've got Pearl, we've got Darlene, Tallulah, Cleopatra, that I think is a Bronzina grow out, as is that one. And we have Micropult. Ah, cats are underfoot. 2 of them. All right, here we go. So here are the cages. These cages can be used for the grow outs since we have overlapping litters. And this main cage, it's time to close it back up as the wind picks up. But the Magnolia Snap P7 are inside here. So these are the oldest ones. And people start harvesting meat rabbits at 10 to 12 weeks in general. I wait a little longer, like 14 to 16. They're all hiding. I feel that they get some more growth on. And since mostly we stew them instead of, this one's a little harder to open. We use the Instapot. There you are. So we don't mind if they're a little bit older. Hi, babies. I think that one's going to have the blue that their daddy has. Their daddy is Larkspur. The silver. We got some inside there. There's blues and whites, 3 of one and 4 of the other. The silver one is very spooky though. One of these blue ones is very curious and friendly. So I've spent a week laid up with a bad knee, so I'm behind on a lot of my chores. So I have not yet fixed up their playpen. These guys should be going outside and getting some exercise, but they've got kind of a lot of room in here. I mean, it's adequate, it's not perfect. Hi baby, you're very friendly. So I've made some more contacts where I might be passing some of these on to start their own, you know, to go and breed in other people's rabbitries. So that would be optimal. I love for my rabbits to go find new homes, and these ones are 1/8 Champagne d'Argent, so they might develop the silver fur pattern. And as always, turkeys are busybodies. I'm stuck in the cage behind me. There we go, my legs. My tripod legs. There's Blackie. Blackie and Darlene. Darlene's Blackie's mama. Right, Darlene? Hi, Blackie. Okay, so I sewed this cover. We used to just use the feed sacks as the wind and weather barrier, but the cover is so much better. All right, so that is the grow out patch with the Snap P7. There's Stella again. I think that's a Bronzina grow out. So we've got 2 Bronzina grow outs. That's bronze turkey hens. We call them Bronzina. And we have Blackie. That one there is Big Brother, the cockerel. Anyways, those ones are grow outs because this is a working homestead. There's micropult. Micropult is smaller, so it's going to take a little bit longer to grow out. Okay. Let's go back into the rabbit barn where it's not so much wind noise. Okay, cats? And I am going to clean this barn right now. And because this is a live stream, I can just let it roll. So let's find a decent angle. I don't know. Last time I had it. What's a good angle? Maybe just some baby rabbit action. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to watch me clean? Do you want to just have baby rabbit cam? Tell me what's good. I'm going to set it up out here and we'll do some cleaning cam. It might be a little wind noise, but such is life. Okay. Wish I could make the tripod a little taller. All right, folks, that right there is garden gold. And that's only, I would say, a third from 1 week. And so I'm going to take that and dump that in a pile in the garden. Want to come with me? Here we go. Look at Tiny Smalls. Isn't he beautiful? Tiny Smalls. That's our, stuck on something. That's our number 2 rooster. Oh, here's one of our new hens, Black Pearl. The rehab hens are ready to come back out. Those 2 are ready, but they're keeping Snakehead company. She's got feathers coming in, but Ivan wants them to be more developed before she is exposed to roosters. But Kestrel and Baby Lorp are fine. Sometimes Kestrel comes out. That's little brother. He's a freezer cockerel. He's the brother of Blackie here. Darlene raised both of them. Obviously she didn't lay both eggs. Pretty sure she laid Blackie. I don't know whose egg brother came from. There's the grow out lambs. Grow out lambs plus the ewe lambs. My future ewes, breeding ewes. So I'm just gonna dump this on this bean pile here. And this gorilla cart, this dumping gorilla cart, is one of the best Homestead. We use it all the time for everything. You guys want to see say hi to the sheep? Sheeps. How we doing? And they haven't come out to graze because of my knee. That's Pamplemousse, the bottle baby. Thank you so much, Steve. He said, I appreciate time with you and the critters. It really gives me a feel for life on your homestead. Thanks so much. That's kind of what I'm going for with live streams. I can just walk around with you. I don't have to worry about how much space I have left on my phone. So as you can see, we still haven't taken excavating. And look at our her left horn. Oh, that's the tripod. But that is what it is. This one here, orange juice. She went into the middle. Anyways, we're keeping 2 ewe lambs for breeders, probably. Definitely keeping pamplemousse, and we're going to try to milk her. So that's going to happen next year. And this kind of weather just makes the most beautiful backdrop for homesteading you could ever dream of. This here is rainbow weather. It doesn't happen till later in the afternoon when the angle of the sun is just right, though. If it does, I'll try to catch a still and post it. There you can see orange juice better. That little cinnamon. So her name, orange juice, rhymes with pamplemousse. Right, Pample? Snowflake 25 here. He's the market lamb for 2025. I see you posted a goat emoji, but these are sheeps. They're hair sheep, so they're not woolly. They have a little bit of a coat. Sheds off every summer. They are sheepies. Pamplemousse, you're the nicest. I love you. She's grown up quite well. She was so tiny when she was born, and her mama abandoned her and only paid attention to this big guy here that we call Donkey. These two are twins. We call that one Pokey because he grew little stubby horns. Let me go in. Amarok, good boy. He found an animal skull out on the range, so he's chomping that happily. Oh, I forgot to show you Whitey. Yes, blind, brain damaged Whitey is still with us. There she is. Hi, Whitey. Whitey. Hello, Whitey. Whitey is blind and we think was brain damaged at hatching. But look she's living her best life. She can't mix in with the others because they're mean to her. Birds are jerks. But Whitey's living her best life in the garden. Come back and get this cart. Fleeter mouse, bat cat, fiasco. And Ivan made more of these feeders out of half pipes of those black pipes that we've had in our stockpile for a few years. Back it up. And we've been harvesting gravel from the garden and putting it places like here. The predator skirt was popping up and tripping me constantly. See this predator skirt that extends from the barn to keep digging predators out, but we never really secured it down. Finally, Ivan gave me a load of gravel here, and now I don't trip over the wire anymore. All right, so you can see that I scraped this half pretty well. Got this pile left from that, and then these guys are, bachelors in their single hutches instead of having, 8 babies. So much less on the floor. And then eglantine over here. Okay. Well, that's about the state of what's going on with rabbits. Let's take another peek at how these guys are settling in with their new upstairs-downstairs situation. Could it get any cuter than that? All right, so on that note, why don't you click subscribe, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll know when I randomly come on live, and you'll be notified when I post actual recorded videos. And if you mulch that like button, it sure would make me happy. Thanks so much for joining us here at 1 Million Pumpkins Ranch, where we give you more public displays of homesteading. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Cheers and blessings.